do my own little conference report thing. You know, I'm borrowing from because I admire this guy. I like him. He's cool. But here's the point. You know, you can take a positive attitude. And the thing is, I want to be positive about things. I don't want to be negative. I'm not interested in being negative about things. You know, it's just like I said before, and I'm going to be completely honest about it. Being positive might actually be bullshit. It may be bullshit. It may be, you know, that woman who said positive thinking is to believe a lie. I'm going to hover on that forever. I'm going to make 99 videos on that topic. But what's important to me is this. Positive thinking might be to believe a lie. But if it's a lie that works, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit different from Richard Dawkins in a sense. You know, I'm interested in the truth. I care about the truth. Well, you know what? I don't care about the truth. I care about feeling good. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more noble and shit in this, but I'm not. I'm not such a noble person. I want to be happy. I want happiness. If I don't have happiness, then the rest of it is meaningless. The only truth is happiness. I'm sorry. Happiness is truth, and truth is happiness. And they got to be the same thing. I mean, to be negative like that woman with that positive thinking is to believe a lie, is to say that, you know, the real truth in life is to be negative. The real truth in life, the only truth is to be negative. No, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that nature says that we have to do that. Every part of our being, every fiber of our being, of our existence tells us that, you know, that being positive works. You know, I'm trying to find my comb because my hair looks like shit. It's like, and I don't really care. You know, this is one time when, see, with this channel, I can be free. I'm free. I'm free to wear my insulin pump outside of me, and I'm free to talk what I want to talk. But my thing is about positive thinking and negative thinking, and being positive and being negative. It's all about being positive. Because I think that positive thinking is the preferred state. I mean, let's face it. When you get down to everything, it's like it gets down to David Hume's point. Except I want to go further than what David Hume was saying. I learned from Hume, but I come up with my own understanding of things. And that is that the bottom line in life is to be positive. That's the bottom line in life. To have a positive outlook. I can just think that what I really want in life is every day wake up and say, thank God I'm alive. Thank God I have everything I have. I have a house. I have a place to stay. I have relatively good health. I may not be in the best of health, but what health I do have, I cherish every bit of it. I think what's important is appreciation. Develop a sense of appreciation for things. That's what I mean. When I talk about positive things, I think let me just kind of make a distinction between what I think that woman was talking about in that video and what I'm talking about. I think that when she said positive thinking to believe a lie, in a kind of legitimate sense, not saying that she does being a crazy person, but it's like positive thinking would be like, okay, because she had said something, I had wrote to her and she wrote back to me. And she said, oh, well, only rich people can afford to be positive. And I can understand. Okay, I'm going to try to look at it from the legitimate and even be at her defense of it. That there are people who look at it like, you know, you can afford to be positive because you got a house, you got clothing, you got stuff. You're not like the people in Haiti where you're stepping over dead bodies. And you're starving to death and you're sick and you can't find doctors to take care of you. And all kind of thing, and you're suffering, you're going through pain. And, you know, half of your family is dead. And the other half are in need of serious medical attention. And many of them are starving, and you're starving. You know, so, yeah, you know, you can look at it and say, well, you're not in that situation. And so you can be positive and say, well, look on the bright side of life. Yeah, but if you were stuck under the rubble, stuck in a building, and it doesn't seem like a rescue person is coming, and you know you're going to die here, probably with a dead body right next to you that's festering with maggots and stuff, you know, yeah, you could say, well, yeah, that's the thing. You know, you're not the person in Africa somewhere. You're not in Somalia, probably being raped or something by somebody or tortured. So yeah, it's like this sort of like, how dare you be positive when other people are suffering? How dare you have a positive outlook on life when somebody else is going through hell? How dare you enjoy yourself when the rest of us are suffering? Or when other people in the other world are suffering? And the one thing that I think about is that I'm not excusing people not caring about people. Those things are on your mind. But the real thing, being even practical and realistic, doesn't make sense to sit there all day long and be negative, to feel bad. Because tell me, how many bricks do you lift up to remove the rubble from a person trapped in one of those buildings? How much food are you purchasing for people? I do what I can. I've donated money. It's not a lot. I know. I haven't taken a flight to Haiti. If I had time and everything else, I probably would. I've done a lot of things to help people. And I think that's what you can do to help people. It's not what you feel. You could be a person who's depressed and sad, but they're picking up the bricks and moving things, and they're taking money out of their pocket and buying food to feed somebody. They're doing as much good as a person who has a positive attitude and is doing the same thing. They're moving bricks, but they have a positive, hopeful attitude. In other words, what I'm actually getting to is positive thinking and negative thinking. Neither one of them actually do anything to help the world. The world is not made better by positive thinking, and it's not made better by negative thinking. So the question of whether positive thinking or negative thinking have any effect on the world is irrelevant. It actually is an irrelevant fact. What matters is positive thinking versus negative thinking, and what effect does it have on your world? Your world. You as a person. I would rather be positive than be negative. I can be negative and do good things. Think negative and do good things. And I can think positive and do good things. Why not think positive and do good things? I mean, I don't need to even make an argument after that. If this was a trial, I'd rest my case. Your Honor, I rest my case right there. There is no other argument beyond that. Sorry.